welcome to a new one, Flight Simulator X. I just picked this up because it was on sale on Steam, and I think it's really cool. So we're gonna take a quick flight. I've already taken several of them to kind of get the hang of it a little bit, even though I still kind of suck. But we're gonna fly from my home airfield, which is this one, Westover Field in Amador County, just a little airstrip, to we're gonna fly to Fresno. So let's get right in the air and get this going. Yeehaw! I'm running realistic weather right now, which I think is pretty awesome. It's pretty spot on with what the weather is right here, right now. Set some autopilot. Now I have it pre-configured to 20,000 feet, which might not be super realistic, but I want to get up above the clouds, and as you can see there, we've got 109.1 miles to fly. Of course, we're only doing 75 miles an hour right now, which we're not going to be doing that the whole way. We'll probably get up in the 150, 160 mile an hour range once we level off a little bit. But yeah, anyway, we're heading to the Fresno airport today, and I'm not 100% sure where to go from there. I'm kind of hoping that you guys... what's that? What is that? Not sure what that means. Not sure what that means, but it's a light. Not 100% sure what the beeping is for either. Alright, let's lower our autopilot altitude. I'm gonna settle it off at 5,000 feet. I don't know what that beeping is. Hopefully it doesn't continue. Looking at the bottom of the plane. Alright, we're almost up to our target altitude of 5,000 feet. And we're going above it. I wonder why we're going above it. Oh, we're leveling off a little bit. Starting to level off and speed up. We got excuse me, looks like we're fighting a little bit of wind. I have to take it off autopilot for a minute and try to get back on course. There we go. How are we gonna get rid of that noise? Let's see, I think it's got something to do with... Is that gonna solve our issues with our beeping? I believe so. Alright, yeah, see, we're upwards of 170 miles an hour now. So I'm not 100% sure in how long. Maybe I should time how long it takes. I don't see in some of the other aircraft the instruments tell you how long, but I don't see in this particular one. So let's time it. See how long it takes to fly from my home airfield to Fresno. And actually, while we're at it, let's looks like we're battling some turbulence here, so let's see if we can't get above that. We'll climb to 9,000 feet and see what that does. Anyway, I just got this game yesterday. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I think I've and this is kind of embarrassing, but I think I've got like 30 hours of flight time since I got it. Actually, it was the night before last, downloaded through the night, and then I started flying yesterday morning. And I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think it's... I really, really like it. I think it's kind of cool. But I'm not 100% sure where I want to go with it as far as making YouTube videos. I'm thinking about, you know, maybe just flying around the world, and maybe we could use the comments for people to say, you know, where you want to go next. I don't know. For example, today we land in Fresno. You guys let me know where you want to go next. You want to go to Mexico? Want to go to Chile, Peru? Where do you want to go after Fresno? I've got the graphics all turned up about as high as they can go, as high as I can figure them out. Alright, let's get back in the plane. I'm starting to go a little off course here. Now all that noise is telling me I've shut the autopilot off, or the autopilot is no longer engaged. Altimeter is set incorrectly. Interesting. What's it say? 6,800, 144 miles an hour. I'm still practicing landing. I'm not the greatest at it, I'll be honest right now. Hopefully I get better as we go. Graphics are actually pretty good for as old as this. I think it was 2006 when this game came out. I'm sure there's been patches since, but well, you know what I mean. Not quite sure why the character's a woman in the seat. I don't know if that's negotiable or not, but oh well, who cares? Alright, we're 7,500, 7,600 feet, approaching our 9,000 preset. I guess I could show you guys around while we're waiting to get there. How far do we have to go? We have 87 miles to go. We got up here. These are the lights. I guess we technically don't need them on right now. You've got your little thingamajig here. Oh, ignition switch and power buttons. Radio right in the center, your GPS over here. I'm not sure what this Alt-Air means. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out if I crash. Some other gauges over there. Got your, whoops, engine controls here. Landing gears. Of course, I use a controller for most of these controls. So I don't have to go looking around trying to figure it out. What do we got here? I thought I saw another plane out the window there. Alright, 83.9 miles to go, going 146 miles an hour. Now there is a bunch on this that I just haven't figured out yet. Like, I gotta shut the autopilot off and get back on course before I lose myself. If it wasn't for my GPS, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. So yeah, there's a whole bunch I have yet to figure out. Hopefully I will as we go. That's about all I could say about that, I guess. Let's get another outside view. I like the flyby view. It's kind of cool look. Oh boy, look at that wind blowing me around. .2.1 miles to go. Well, we've only been in the air for about 8 minutes now or so. I don't think the trip's gonna take long, but you know, we are flying, so it's probably pretty boring, I'd imagine. Maybe I should have picked an airport closer than Fresno. 172 miles an hour at 9,000 feet. Now the great part about this, something I like yesterday I flew to Hawaii and I actually ended up crashing, but into the ocean. But it was like a 6-hour flight, and you can just get it on course, set your speed and your altitude, and hit autopilot and walk away. And I was able to just come and check on it every now and then to see if it's still flying in a straight line. But silly me didn't realize the plane I was taking to Hawaii didn't have enough fuel to get there. So yeah, good times. What we're seeing now is the great state of California, moving from the north to the south. And I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll take off from Fresno and head to LA or something. You know what we could do though? I could at least go down and check out some of the scenery. Over speed. Maybe manually flying it will make it a little more interesting, although the turbulence is ridiculous with this. See that? This realistic weather just makes the turbulence ridiculous. But if that makes it more realistic, then I'll take it. Alright, anytime now. I'm not 100% sure what speed that alarm shuts off at. Well, we're about to figure it out though. Alright, looks like it's 200 miles an hour that sets that alarm off. We'll have to remember that one. Alarms. Let's get low and then we'll shut the alarm off. I feel like I got, oh god, I'm so tired. I feel like I got so low right there. What speed are we going to? 23. calm yourself down. Alright, now I got it set for sit pretty at 3,000 feet. We are going off course though again. Let's get back on course before we set our altitude. Alright, we're set at 3,000 feet. 180, 181 miles an hour. You see, the problem with flying so low is flying below the tops of the mountains. There we are, way up there. Way up there. See? Woohoo! .8 miles to go. You see, playing around really makes the miles go by. Clouds off that side. Fog down there. We'll be showing up in Fresno in no time. So I didn't get a chance to record an F1 2015 race this weekend. Don't worry, it's coming. I haven't given up on it after one video. I really enjoy it, but this particular track is a heck of a lot more difficult than the last one, so yeah, a little more practice required, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. But we'll pick back up on that soon. I did have been getting some Euro Truck recorded, but that's pretty much it. I did practicing on F1 2014 and doing a little practice on Euro Truck, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my NASCAR 2014 and I mean F1 2014, obviously. I mean, it seems like you guys are enjoying it, so I think we'll obviously keep it going for the time being, at least. Yeehaw! On our way to Fresno. Why did I pick Fresno? I'm not 100% sure. I probably should have gone somewhere a little nicer. But I know where Fresno is from my house, so the visual aspect of it obviously helps out because I kind of know my way to get there. Never specifically flown there. Flown to Anaheim years ago, but you know, I've driven there, and it's about the same. You leave my house and you go south, pretty much, you know. 3.2 miles to go at 176.5 miles an hour. We should be there in no time. Not sure how far out or how close you have to be before you start seeing it, but I guess we'll find out, huh? Still holding at 3,000 feet. I know this is kind of a boring video, a boring flight, but it's actually pretty fun just hanging out, looking at all the scenery, flying. That's pretty awesome. It is tiring though, I gotta admit that. Definitely different than your running around all the time Iracing sort of thing. What do we got going on? 35.4 miles. Where's my runway? Coming up to it. To go. I would almost expect to maybe see some runway lights by now. I'm not 100% sure what my angle of attack is going to be. closer. Maybe we should have taken a faster plane too, I don't know. I do have a saved game where I'm attempting to fly a Learjet from Miami to LAX, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll go to Hawaii from there. I'm not 100% sure. Well, we will just listen to that motor purr for a few minutes until we come within sight of the runway. Well, we're getting real close now. What do we got? What do we got? Inside of 18 miles to go. We should probably start dropping our altitude and slowing down a little bit. Descend to 2,000 feet. Back the hammer off a little bit. I'm not 100% sure which way we are. Okay, we're gonna want to get off cruise control. Get lined up with this runway. I don't see the lights on it. Where are we looking? Oh, we got a little runway right there. We're going for the big one. We're going for the big airport. See it right out the left-hand window there. You can see the tarmac. I don't see the lights though, which is weird. attempt this landing. Hopefully it's a decent one and not embarrassing. It looks like there's a few landing strips around here. Does Fresno have several little airports right around the big one? Perhaps. See a little one right off the left wing there, it looks like. We got another one directly in front of us, another one off to the other side, to the right over there. But we're going for the big one. It's right about in the center of the screen now, it looks like. Get our landing lights on. There's that little strip you see down there. Alright, we'll get back in the lane and start making our turn towards our final approach. Put our gears down and put this bad boy on the ground. Hopefully it's a decent landing. I made a couple decent landings. Gears down. Then again, I've also made several horrible landings, but we'll see what we see. We'll get on the ground, we'll refuel, and hopefully one of you guys will leave in the comments where you want to fly to next. What are we sitting at? 2,600 and falling. There's our airport right in front of us. Speed's dropping, good. How's everything look out here? Got our gears down, our lights on. I think all that's accurate. Let's cut the power. Start slowing down so we can land. I'm still trying to get used to when it's too early or not to kill the power. I think we're coming in pretty good. Looks good to me at least. We're coming in a little fast though. Maybe. Got our white lights. It's my understanding you don't land on red, but when it's white you can land, so hopefully that's a good sign. This video wasn't too long. We're about 32 minutes into it, probably about 35 because I didn't start it right away. We're coming in. Now I do have crashes and damage on, so if I don't get this right, we're gonna have to start over from the beginning after I buy a new airplane. We're off a little bit. See if we can get lined up a little bit. I don't know. Hit the brakes. Are we slowing down? Yeah, we're slowing down pretty quick. I think we got it. Sweet. Oh, what an awesome thing. We're on the ground. Now I'm not 100% sure where the refueler is, but I will find the refueler. I'll probably leave you guys with that. And hopefully you'll join me next time for some more Flight Simulator X, and hopefully there'll be some comments. All I need is one saying where we go next. Sweet. Happy to be back on the ground. Happy that was successful the flight. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope to catch you next time. Like I said, leave a text comment, video response, whatever you want to do, telling me where we should fly next. Where would you like to fly next? And we will go there, wherever it may be. Gonna have to find a refueling station. So anyway guys, I'm gonna leave you now. Thanks for watching again. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe. Catch you next time.